It is.
So I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. I promised Mr. Mars to get in his driving destinations, and we're looking forward to it, Mars.
Here we go.
Yeah, I wanted to finish up talking about some of the car museums. If you're looking for something to do in the winter, you don't really want to go out on a big cruise, but you're looking for something to get your car fix in, look around your area for these small, unique car museums. They're all across the state. And today we're going to start with the Austin Rock and Roll Car Museum. Now, it is a nonprofit car museum, and it's tied into music, films, and pop culture. Of course, it's in Austin, so it's got a little bit of everything in it, including the classic cars. Now, it does have open hours on select weekends, and it's a great looking at the pictures of it and doing the research. That would be a real fun place to go to check out the cars and rock and roll and whatever else they got in there, because they got a little bit of everything from Austin. Then the Roadside America Museum up in Hillsboro. We've been there a couple of times with them doing some video tours of their place. Now, this is a private classic car and automobilia collection. It's in a historic Ford dealership there with 40s to 50s vehicles and vintage signage. They have a lot of groups have events up there, a lot of clubs. The Hot Rod Tour of Texas has been known to make a stop in there. It's a really cool place to go and see a lot of Americana from an automotive perspective. Now, you can also go down to Cross Plains to Woody's Classic Cars and Baseball Museum. Now, This is a big place. It's amazingly big, and they've got a lot of classic cars, of course, with the baseball. They got a different collection of classics from mid-20th century, and it's on Highway 36 West, so it's got a easy to kind of find, but you got to be out around Abilene and Brownwood to find this place. But it might be well worth your trip if you're close enough to go look at this. Be sure and check the website, get a better idea, and check the hours, particularly during the winter. Then a really cool museum that I've tried to get to a couple of times, the Permian Basin Petroleum Museum. Now, this is automotive and racing history. Now, it's primarily an oil industry museum out in West Texas. But what it's known for, the Chaparral Racing Car Gallery. Now, they've got a lot of historic cars in there that were built by Jim Hall and Hap Sharp. And it really appeals to car enthusiasts because you get to see the cars and you get to see the oil industry and how it's all tied together. And they got a lot of nice displays in there. And about every other month, if you time it right, they do take the cars out into the parking lot, into the area out there, and they start them and they drive them around a little bit. That's part of the maintenance on them to keep them running and keep them in pristine shape. They don't just sit there forever and ever. These cars run, and you'll be able to see them ride around a little bit. The last one I wanted to point out was Bill's Backyard Classics up in Amarillo. Now, this is a private classic car collection. They got over 100 vehicles in there spanning hot rods, muscle cars, and vintage trucks. So it's a grassroots auto museum experience. But up in that Texas Panhandle, it's very popular, and it's got a lot of great things to see if you go up in that part of the Texas environment. Just a few things that you could do during the winter to go check out some automobile museums. Be sure and look around your area and see where some of these small ones are that you might find a little bit closer.
Good idea. Thank you, sir.